My family is from Iran. We are Kurdish people from Iran. So we moved to Iraq. I don't know the year, but I was like 4 or 5 years old. We moved to Finland as a refugees. Of course, there it was, rough. It wasn't best place for a child, I felt different because everybody was white. And I was the only kid in our school where it was 600 kids, and I was the only one who was brown. After every class you have this 15 minutes break in outside. All the kids were watching me. When we had a lunch, I was eating alone. 2 guys, they came, hold me, and they were with the lighter. They burned my mustache when I had small mustache. But it was different for me. Sometimes I was in front of my house, my mom's place, and then I was, watching the sky, and I said, God, why I'm not white, and why my hair is like this, and why my name is Makwan, why it couldn't be Kalle or Ville. And these things went through my mind when I got, bullied. I started wrestling when I was around 5 years old with all of my cousins, and back then I didn't like the sport at all. The only thing that I liked was playing some baseball and shit where you didn't need to sweat. And of course it's a sport where you don't see that many wrestlers that they make money out of it. So it's more like a manly sport where 2 guys taking a fight against each other and looking which one is better. 2010, I think, I started to feel that wrestling is not same that it was 10 years ago. When you went to the competition back then, there was 50 people in your weight class, and now when you go, you don't need to even win any matches, and you probably get silver medal in the Finnish champion. And so then I said, this is not my sport. I don't want to, work for something over 20 years, 30 years, then you don't even get paid for it. You have to take some decision. You become to be a man, and if you don't have even a pocket money, it's a sad story. Then I said, I need to start something else. Actually, I was with my friend in a car. He told me that, what do you want from your life? I said, I really want to try MMA one time, give everything that I have, because I have never done that. But then he said, okay, well, you need to start to think about your future, because you are not a kid anymore. You need to start to think what kind of job you want and make your life, settle down. I went home and I said to my mom, I said, can you just wash my clothes and I will make food for myself. I'm gonna just do training. Then I had a phone call. Actually, I sent a message on Facebook to a coach of mine that he was in my corner in London too, in Berlin, in Stockholm. He's a Muay Thai coach. Can he be my coach?
We started training 2014 in September. Since then, I have been with him in three UFC events. We started training, and he sent me very emotional messages in the summer 2014, and I wasn't really sure what kind of person he is. I heard all kind of rumors, but it didn't matter because I just wanted to meet him in person.
I said, send a really emotional message to him. I said, I'm ready to pay, all the money for my next fight person, everything. I said, I'm ready to sleep in the gym if you want. And the training was something that, always kept me away from the trouble and all the stress. Rico Immonen was in my corner. He was in Stockholm, UFC Fight Night Stockholm, UFC Fight Night Berlin, and now in London. He has been teaching me a lot of things, and every morning I went to I was running outside 6 o'clock every morning for over 4 months. Then suddenly from nowhere I got this UFC contract, and that's where everything started. I was more than ready for the UFC when the offer came. It was something that I don't know what was it that told me exactly in the best time that now is the time that you need to start training.
Yeah, when we met him, the first thing I was teaching him to jump rope and how to move. The MMA fighters, there's really poor, the guys don't move well and they don't cover their head well, so they have a lot of openings. The things I was teaching him, that I was trying to make him use those openings.
The weight cut is, I think it's an easy thing because when you cut the weight, you don't think about the fight anymore. You are too hungry to think about the fight. Everything you see, the water on the street, on a lake, and everything looks so nice. Every bottle of water that I saw, I told my friend, pick that up, bring that one. Then we had like 20 bottles in my room, and we didn't even drink it, but it was just because I was hungry. Sometimes it was annoying when I did the weight cut and everything, then they were like, trying to give you advices and shit. When you are hungry and you are thirsty, then somebody is, asking you even a small thing, it's annoying. But, I was trying to be, nice all the time because I know it's not me. Like in a Snickers, you are not yourself. I was like 72 kilograms when we arrived. Then after a few days it was like 70. Thursday it was like, may I say, something like 69 kilograms. Friday when I woke up it was like 68, so I had only 2 kilograms. So I went to a hot bath and I was there for 40 minutes. Then I came out, I was under the blanket for half an hour. Then I was 15 minutes again in the bath. Then I was 15 minutes under the blanket, and that's it. I was asking for one friend. His name is Alexi. As soon as I tell him this offer, he will start to work on it. So I said, listen Alexi, I'm gonna give you an offer. I will take you to my corner, but you need to be with me for 1 month. And I said, you have to do the game plan, everything. He said, no problem, I will definitely come.
How important is it to
my time?
feel that pride?
Yeah, of course, third fight, 3 wins in a row. It's not a small thing. And I'm fighting against a guy that is, a bad dude. He's a really good fighter, and in his backyard in London. So we had a lot of, trash talk back and forward. We didn't expect this fight to finish in the first round. We didn't expect to get an easy win. We knew that we have to fight, till the end, and we need to get, fight harder than he does. We knew where he is good at, where he is, bad. If there is 16,000 people, saying boo to me, I knew that there is 5 million Finnish people back home, cheering.
I'm really happy he was landing punches yesterday, 2 punches, really good ones. And that's the best stand-up fighting I have ever seen from him.
I don't know which round it was, probably the second round when he got a guillotine choke from me. And yeah, it was tight. So I was thinking, like, whole Finland was watching, I was dominating the whole first round, and now if I get caught in a guillotine choke now, that's embarrassing. So I need to, I'd rather go to sleep and wake up in the locker room than, tap for this one. So, but I have never tapped for guillotine choke. I always, keep fighting until the opponent is, arms get tired or I get out. So when I got out, I was there again. But this time, I knew that if I got away from the first guillotine choke, I can get out from this one too. When it comes to that moment, you enter the cage, I get you know, I start to, you know, enjoy the moment. That's you know, the thing that I just love the feeling when the fight is done and you gave everything you had. That's, I should, you know, never forget that, because that's something that when I woke up today, I was almost like telling my coach that let's go training, because I said, you know, I feel still like I could do another fight. You feel just a small moment, you feel like a god. It's a really small moment, but you still feel like, you know, something out of this space. You know, the feeling is something that you feel like, I don't give a fuck if somebody is millionaire, but this is something that you cannot buy.